Hi everybody, this is Boogess Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the brand new McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Digital Superman figure. So before we take a look at Superman, let's go ahead and take a look at all of the accessories that he comes with. So first up, he comes with the McFarlane Toys digital base, but he stands very well on his own. Up next, you have his data file, and if you want to read that, go ahead and pause that now. And finally, he comes with a set of alternate flying hands. I do still feel like these are a little bit on the large side, but that's a really small nitpick. You can also use these as relaxed hands if you want to. So now, let's go ahead and take a look at his head sculpt. So taking a look at this head sculpt, I think McFarlane Toys did an incredible job on this. It looks really good. I think it might just be the best head sculpt that McFarlane Toys has done for a Superman figure in the whole DC Multiverse line. It just looks really good. I like how they even painted a little glimmer of light in each of his eyes. That's a really small detail, but it's painted really well. The hair is also sculpted and painted really well. I especially love the blue shading that you get over top of it. That looks really good and makes it look like it stepped directly off the comic panel. McFarlane Toys just did a really awesome job on his head sculpt. This might just be the definitive DC Multiverse Superman figure. I think they really went all out with this. It does reuse the Crisis on Infinite Earth's Superman body mold, which I think is the ideal body mold for Superman. I remember when I first got it, I really wanted just a regular Superman on it. It took a while to get that, but we eventually did get it, and I think it's perfect. I just like the proportions on this, the sculpt detail to it looks really good. I won't say there's a whole lot of sculpt detail to it. You get some little wrinkles in the suit and the muscles and everything. But you really don't need to, you know. You don't need to over-design a Superman figure. And I think that's why this looks so good. It's very simple and effective. The Superman logo is just painted on, but I think it came out really clean. I love how it's outlined in black right there. I think that actually looks better than a sculpted on emblem. That might be an unpopular opinion, but I think it looks really good like that. The cape is also done very well. I love how you get the yellow Superman logo here on the back. I know sometimes the Superman figures are missing that, but you get it on this. And of course it's wired, and it's actually a really wide cape. I love how wide it is. Once you start posing around for pictures, it looks really good. With it stretched out as far as it'll go, that's how wide the full cape is. The only real complaint that I have with this figure is the diaphragm joint up here has gotten a little loose, just on the up and down movement. The side to side movement is still kind of stiff, but you can see how loose this has gotten up here on the crunching movement. None of the other figures that I have that use this body mold have gotten loose there, but yeah, this one has gotten loose and I haven't had it for that long, so that is a bit unfortunate. But other than that, I think this figure looks great. As I said, it's a simple design and it doesn't need to be complicated. What little sculpt detail to it has, I think looks really good. So now, let's go ahead and go over his articulation. So he has a ball jointed neck that can look up all the way. He can look down all the way. He can move his head side to side and all the way around very nicely. He has shoulders that can move all the way out. They can spin all the way around very nicely. He has a swivel at the bicep, double jointed elbows that can bend all the way in. He has wrists that can move up and down and spin all the way around. He has a ball jointed diaphragm and waist that can move back just a little bit, and he really doesn't move forward. I really wish he could move forward just a little more. He can move side to side up here at the diaphragm and waist nicely and all the way around. He has hips that can do a complete split. He can kick forward all the way. He can kick back all the way. He has a very nice thigh swivel. Double jointed knees that can move all the way back. Ankles that can move down all the way, up all the way, spin all the way around, and toe articulation that can move up that far. So now, let's do some size comparisons. So first up, here he is next to the gold label Action Comics 1000 Superman figure, and this new Superman is a lot bigger than this one. Here he is next to the first figure to use this mold, the Crisis on Infinite Earth Superman figure. Here he is next to the Flesher Superman figure. Here he is next to Smiley Superman. Here he is next to the Hush Superman figure. Here he is next to the NECA Superman figure. This one came in the Alien 2-pack. Here he is next to Nightfall Batman. Here he is next to the Platinum Collector's Edition Wonder Woman figure. And finally, here he is next to the Platinum Target exclusive Supergirl figure. So overall, I would highly recommend picking this up because I think McFarlane Toys did a fantastic job on this. I think we finally have a definitive comic Superman figure in this line. I think it's just perfect on all accounts. The only real complaint that I have is that diaphragm joint being a little loose and him not crunching forward as much as I'd like him to. But other than that, I think he's a really cool figure, and I'm definitely going to use this instead of the Action Comics 1000 Superman in my display. I just think they did a really good job and finally gave us a definitive Superman figure. This is easily the best figure out of the new digital wave so far, so definitely don't miss out on this. I don't think the pre-orders are actually up for this yet, but yeah, once the pre-orders go live, this is definitely the one you should get from the wave. So, that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.